So question one is on matching items. So the question reads, match the description in column A with the correct word or words in column B. Write only the correct letter next to the question number. So the first part, we have our column A, and on the second part, we have got our column B. So the first term that we have is a books of first entry. So the matching description that we have in column B is a subsidiary journal. So you see that books of first entry are the subsidiary journals. So we have F. So on number two, receipts are bank bank deposit slips. So what are they according to our column B? So you see that this represents source documents of CRJ, which is the cash receipts journal. So they are source documents of cash receipts journal, which is the CRJ. So we have D. Number three, all amounts received in the till, again, which is the corresponding description that we have in column B. So you see that this is analysis of receipts, which is the most appropriate. So we have E. Then we go to number four, assets, liabilities, capital, and drawings. So see that this represents elements of the balance sheet. So they are elements of the balance sheet. So we have B. And then number five, the money received for services rendered. The money received for services rendered. We try to see, according to response given, the most appropriate that we have is current income, which is A. So this is what we have on the first part of our question one. So we go to 1.2, indicate whether the following statements are true or false. So the first one reads, a trial balance is a list of all debit and credit account balances in the general ledger. So you see that this is correct. Remember, in the trial balance, we are going to have the debit column and the credit column. So, but the balances that will be transferred in the trial balance comes from the ledger. So we have the first one is true. And the second one, a left-hand side of the ledger account is credit, and the right-hand side of the ledger account is debit, which is false. Remember, a ledger, we can show a ledger in this form, the form of a T account, whereby we have the debit on this side and the credit on this side. So we see that our statement is incorrect. So we are saying we have false. So 1.2.3, when you transfer the balances from the journals to the ledger, we say we are posting the balances. So we see that this is true. The next part, every cash receipts are recorded in the cash payment journal, which is incorrect. Remember, all cash receipts are recorded in the cash receipts journal. So this one is false. Then we go to the last one. Double entry principle means that every entry made on the debit side needs to be entered on the credit side of another account, which is very correct. So this is the double entry principle. So we have true. So basically, this is what we have, guys, according to our section A of a typical question paper. So thank you for listening, and I will meet again in the next video.